Hi, Caspar here on the 11th of May 2022, and look, we've been tasting masses of samples just to top up our stocks of the more everyday drinking sort of wine, the daily drinkers, in fact. And here we are. This is a wine that we stocked a couple of years ago. It was massively popular with those who were brave enough to try it. Why brave? Well, because it's Austrian, and I think people still have qualms about drinking Austrian wine. You know, is it like German wine? Is it going to be sweet? And I think there's still possibly a hangover from a scandal that happened in 1985, which I won't go into here. But anyway, so this is a grape variety called Rote Veltliner. And those of you who know a bit about Austrian wine will have heard of Grüne Veltliner, which is the most widely planted white grape in Austria, and really is grown in Austria and not really many other places. So Rote Veltliner, completely unrelated to Grüne Veltliner. This is the 2020 vintage of, I'm going to read some of the many words on the label. Ried Eisenhut, so Ried is German for vineyard, so the name of the vineyard is Eisenhut, and the winery is called Eschenhof Holzer. It's 12%, and it's from the Wagram, so we're in, well, like all Austrian vineyard areas in the far east of the country. So let us have a look. Really pretty, vibrant thing in the glass, pale, lemon looking. It's a super nose. It's dense, it's ripe, it's summery, it's got something exotic about it. It's got a hint of that rhubarb thing I find in a number of dry white wines at the moment, but then it's got something else, sort of something that approaches the really quite spicy lashings of pear, even a bit of pineapple to it. As I say, it smells quite exotic. Rich, fulsome and ripe aromas. It smells quite delicious, actually. And yet, you come to the palate, and that exotic character of the fruit continues, but it's really tempered by the structure of the wine, the fact that it's good and dry, and the fact that it's just 12% alcohol. This isn't one of those, Austrian white wines can get 15% and more and be very, very rich in the mouth, and this isn't one of those. Those sorts of wines really require a bit of food, and actually I'd happily sit around drinking this on its own. So yellow cherry and pear, and it's a bit gingery actually. It's got, that, as I say, that exotic thing carries on the palate, but it's got a lightness of touch. It's there's no massive weight to it, and yet it's got presence and tastes fabulous. It's absolutely delicious. Masses of character, and it's lovely to find wines with just 12% alcohol that still have a lot of character. Yeah, lovely. And I would drink that on its own, and I would maybe drink it with salads at lunchtime. It's I wouldn't pair it with any great powerful sort of food flavors, but it's a lovely thing. Coming soon to the Bose Wine website under the guise of a daily drinker wine, but that's been 2020 Rote Veltliner Eisenhut from Eschenhof Holzer in the Wagram. Just a delicious dry white wine.